Welcome back to the August 10th edition of Fox Magazine. I'm Lori Dew. If you've ever thought about or have been in a situation where you only had seconds to get out of a burning building facing injury or even death, you must pay close attention to our next segment. It's about an amazing new safety device that could save your life in the event of fire.
I'm not really a heights guy myself. It's pretty far down.
That's not too high.
How high is that? It's about
60 feet up, 50 feet.
Right.
50 feet.
Now, what advice can you give somebody like me?
Just relax. Just go over there and you'll see the whole unit does the work for you.
The unit is the lifecender, a rappelling device high-wire specialist Patrick O'Kane developed after 9/11.
I was working at Ground Zero, and I guess pretty much after the shock of everything wore off, it was maybe 5 or 6 days, I got to thinking, about how people could get out of fires. Not just firefighters, but the general public also.
So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to step through the white.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Head through.
Head through. Right here.
You're in.
And I'm in. Oh, that was pretty easy. Yeah, I'm just
going to
tighten here.
Nice and tight, yes. There you go. Pull the bottom green tab. Right here.
Okay.
Not quite as tight.
Okay, now I'm ready to go.
We came from out of the box. We didn't know much about descending or rappelling, but we knew it had to be accomplished. And so through state-of-the-art technology, it just all came together. We worked diligently at it, and it turned into a beautiful product. We've got 3 anchoring systems. One is an expandable door bar, and this is meant to be used when you're in a room that the door swings inward. Spring pressure holds it against the door. You put your tie-up rope onto here, snap hook. You go to the window, pull your rope adjuster, and away you go out the window. If the door closes from this direction in the room, this is an anchor that you can throw out the door. It's hooked to your snap hook. You close the door and watch as the anchor pulls up to the door. Now what it's doing is it's locking on the door at a 45-degree angle. That's putting equal pressure on the floor and the door.
What if the fire's in the room?
The fire's in the room.
Yeah.
Well,
will this burn?
No, this rope, critical temperature is like 400 degrees. It'll take working loads. This rope, 8,000 pounds, in excess of 8,000 pounds in temperatures of over 400 degrees.
Now watch this. Self-extinguishing.
What's this rope made of?
Technora. It's a para-aramid fiber, the same as Kevlar.
Meanwhile, back up on the roof.
All right, so step over. There you go.
Okay. Now, are you holding on to the rope at all?
No, I stopped mine now. Look, you want to stop now?
Where do you see this? You see this in firehouses, you see this in hotels?
Yeah, I see it in the hotels, I see it in dormitories. We can see it in apartments, possibly schools. It can be applied to a lot of different, aspects in the military. There's lots of different ways we can go with this.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to let it up a little bit and come down a little bit. I'm going to walk off the wall. I'm not going to hold the rope. Well, this is pretty cool. I'm not going to look down.
This is the descender itself, and there's a control knob. And if you feel you're descending too fast, you can always make it go a little slower or a little slower again until you're comfortable. But generally, these come in small, medium, and large. And as you can see, the weight is 100 to 200 on this one. So generally, it's pretty much a hands-free descent. But if you feel uncomfortable, some people are petrified of heights. You can just hold on to this if you wish.
And it'll take you down.
It'll take you down hands-free. We suggest push away from the building just with your hands like you're walking. And that's how it works. Then the vest is made of airbag material. And if it tore, it won't rip. It'll just tear, and the tear will stay there. And then this is seatbelt material for cars, and the parachutes are the same as military spec. Parachute clips, the buckles right here. Just hands free. You can kick right out. Have a bit of fun with it on the way down.
Spider-Man.
Then when you're down, all you have to do is press the button, release, walk away. And when the fire department come then and they see these lifesenders, they know at least 2 people have gotten out of that building. So if there was 2 occupants in the building, they say, we already know they're out safely. We steal a lifesender.
There once was a time when smoke alarms and fire extinguishers were only available in large buildings like schools or hotels. Nowadays, every household has one of each. And it may not be too long before they all have one of these, a lifesender. It could be the difference between life and death.
When I go on vacation, I'm just a citizen, and I always carried a rope in my luggage. Now I'm going to carry a lifesender, because what it does for the civilians is it gives them the opportunity to leave as soon as they see that there's a fire, before it gets to the position that firemen have to risk their lives to go save them.
The biggest hurdle is to get the product out there, make people aware that it's there, teach them the reality of what happens in a fire. You know, a lot of people don't understand what really takes place in a fire and how little time you really have to get out.
How does it make you feel coming up with something like this?
I don't think it's sunk in yet, you know, because we have had civilians go out on this product, because we're testing it for the civilian market. We tested it for the civilian market, plus the fire department. And the day that it saves somebody's life, it'll all be worth it.
Very good information. You can buy it at lifecender.com.